Are they, what did they call the bus? Not conductor. It wasn't the, I don't know. Hello interwebs and welcome back. For those of you who don't know, my name is Shanna and this is where I share my life and stories and adventures and opinions and whatever else I feel like. And in today's vlog we are on part 4 of my trip to Sapporo for both the snow festival and my birthday. Part 4 actually starts at the end of day 2 and it's after the snow festival. And we were absolutely starving, so we decided to go to a Genghis restaurant, which is a place that specializes in serving grilled lamb, which is famous in Sapporo, and if you go there, you absolutely have to eat some. The place we went to was suggested to us by our taxi driver because the place we were originally going to go to was jam-packed, and he told us it probably would be. So if it was, we should check out another place which only had 3 tables and a small bar, and it was very cozy and comfortable and delicious. So I really wish I knew the name of it, but I don't, as goes with a lot of places that I visit in Japan. But it was still very delicious, and so if you go to Sapporo, please go somewhere that has Genghis Khan and try some. So anyway, before I ramble too much, let's just go ahead and get into it. So on our way from the Genghis Khan restaurant to our next destination, Elise and I wanted to stop at an arcade. And let me tell you, the arcades in Japan are amazing. The place that we went to, I don't even know how many floors it had, but I was in search of DDR because I haven't played DDR since like junior high school, maybe 9th grade high school. So I wanted to play, especially because it would be awesome to play in Japan. And to find the DDR machines, I had to go to, I think it was the 5th or 6th floor of this building. And there were only 2 DDR machines. So if that tells you anything, it should tell you how many different games are actually in this arcade. And I didn't know he was taking a video of me playing DDR, but just for your amusement, why don't you just enjoy this? Yeah. So our next destination was this awesome bar called the Bow Bar, which Kenji had suggested to him from one of his patrons, I think, at his own bar. And this is a tiny little bar which was so cute and comfortable, and there were so many amazing alcohol selections. The owner was super knowledgeable, very friendly. His English was amazing, and it was just an overall awesome experience at this bar. I will say it was expensive, but if you enjoy that sort of thing, it's definitely worth the extra cost for the experience and for the type of service that you get from such an incredible owner / bartender who just had so many suggestions and stories, and I really enjoyed it. It was an amazing birthday present. So let's just take a look.
びやすいのとかがいいですか？ありますか？ないですね。じゃあ真ん中いかがですか？ああ、そうですか。はい。
Day 3 was a travel day, and it was a rather hectic travel day for several reasons, which we'll get into more of later. But it started off really good. We left our apartment and we went on a little wander and wandered through a park, which was really cute. And then after our little meander, we decided to go to get breakfast, where we had amazing pancakes. I had tiramisu pancakes and they were, oh my god, melt in my mouth. And after the tiramisu pancakes, we wandered a little more and we went to Kaitenzushi, which is the rotating conveyor sushi belt, and it was really good. I love sushi, so you really can't go too wrong with that. And the Kaitenzushi in Japan is just, amazing. Even if you don't like sushi, you can probably find something you'll like. And after Kaitenzushi, we had to make our way to the airport so we wouldn't miss our flights. And it was kind of annoying because even though there was no snow in Sapporo, I mean, as far as there was no snow falling from the sky, there was snow falling back where we lived, and that put many delays on our plane flight, which is the beginning of an annoying but entertaining and good memory story home. So let's just go ahead and take a look at everything. We need to find a spot to have a snowball fight. Snowball fight. Zoom zoom. The bag. Mary Poppins.
We're starving, huh?
That looks so fun. It's like bull riding, but on a... Oh no! So this is where our trip home gets really hectic. Basically, when we landed in Osaka, we had to take the bus from Osaka to Kyoto. On our bus ride to Kyoto, Kenji fell asleep. I had my headphones in, so I couldn't hear anything. And when we reached our destination in Kyoto, I didn't realize we were at our destination because I couldn't hear them. I couldn't read the little sign. And I also didn't recognize where we were because everything was covered in snow. So it was almost really bad. Luckily, the bus driver got back on the bus with Kenji's bag saying what our destination was and asked, whose bag is this? And of course, Kenji said, oh, that's mine. And the driver said, where are you going? And Kenji said, Kyoto. And the driver said, you're in Kyoto. You need to get off the bus. So we were both really thankful for that. But then things got crazy again because we decided that we were going to meet his younger sister for dinner. And there should have been plenty of time for us to get dinner and catch the last train, which his sister said is usually at 12:07. Well, for whatever reason, the last train was not at 12:07, and none of us double-checked. So we very quickly ran from dinner to the train station to catch the train that we thought was at 12:07, and it was at 12:05. So we got there at 12:06 and missed our train by 1 minute, which meant that the train that got us closest to our home was only going to take us about halfway there. And luckily, Kenji's mother works late, so she was able to pick us up. However, this was my first time meeting his mother, and that's really nerve-wracking for me, especially because his mom doesn't speak English, and my Japanese is terrible. I'm learning, but I don't know very much, and I don't know a lot of the social norms, I guess, when speaking Japanese. So I really embarrassed myself because, you know, in English, when we meet somebody, we say, oh, it's nice to meet you, and then at the end of the conversation, you usually say, oh, it was nice to meet you again. Well, I thought, oh, it's probably the same thing you say at the beginning of the conversation. You just say it again at the end of the conversation. And even if it's not the same, like, they'll get what I mean. Yeah, you don't do that. You apparently do not do that in Japanese. And so when I did, Kenji was laughing, his sister was laughing, his mom was laughing, and of course I'm just confused. I don't know why they're laughing, and I'm embarrassed. So that happened, but it makes for a fun memory, I guess. And that was pretty much it. That was our trip to Sapporo. I got home at 4:30 in the morning, had to go to work the next day, but it was still an overall wonderful trip. I really want to go back to Sapporo and have a totally different experience that isn't so rushed. And I would also like to explore more of Hokkaido in the future because there's so many beautiful things to see and things to do there. And I really look forward to having that opportunity. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that like button. If you haven't yet, please also hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Well, this is really annoying. I've been sitting here talking to the camera, and I didn't hit the record button.